Going on, everyone? So I just want to make this video. I had a bunch of people reach out to me and wonder how they can utilize Manychat to automate some of their business. So I'm just going to be walking you through some steps. Obviously, I'm not going to get into every single thing and build out all the flows, but I kind of want to show you, the basic steps that you do want to take when you're setting up this Manychat account. And anybody who doesn't know, Manychat is an automation that works with Facebook Messenger. You can also use it on your website and a bunch of other places. So the first thing you want to do is go to manychat.com. Once you sign up for an account, it's going to bring you into kind of this back office here. You will not see anything here. All you're technically going to see is this down here where it says add new page. So you're going to want to click that add new page button. And depending on how many pages you're an admin on, most business owners are only admins on their page, so you should only see one page pop up here. Once you see that page, as long as you are the admin, it will allow you to connect. So just go ahead and connect that. Let's go back to the other page here. What's up, Sal? What's up, Ian? Thanks for hopping on, guys. So once you've successfully kind of connected that page to your Manychat, and again, you can bring in as many pages as you want into your Manychat account, but keep in mind, Manychat has a basic plan and a pro plan. The basic plan is okay to get by with, but when you want to be collecting certain data and information and using certain pro tools, you're going to want to use the pro account. Manychat's only $10 a month, so it's really not that bad to help automate some of your business. So after you've kind of brought that in here, the first thing I would go to here is settings. Now under general, greeting text. Your greeting text is when someone comes to your Facebook page and you see that pop up right down below, that it kind of prompts them to start a conversation. Now that's on desktop and laptop. On mobile, they will only see this greeting text when they have clicked your Facebook page get started button or send a message. So, once they hit that send message button, it's now going to pop up that menu and say, hey, first name, thanks for reaching out. Tap the get started button below. And then below will be that get started button. So when you come in here, you're not obviously going to see this. You can set up your greeting text any way that you want to set it up. Now, when you are typing this out, keep in mind you have these input boxes that is going to input the consumer or customer's name. You can choose whether it's first name, first and last. So just by clicking these brackets here, you can input any of these. Also, they allow you to use this emoji menu here. Just keep in mind that it's not as stacked as most menus, so there's some stuff you can't find. I think it's easier just to, while you're working on your flows, because again, adding pictures, GIFs, and emojis definitely helps the conversion through your funnels and your flows. So I use emojicopy.com. This pretty much has every emoji that you can think of to use, and it definitely comes in handy when you're building out these flows here. So you can just type in whatever you want for here, little greeting text. Make sure you let them know to tap get started below, because that's what they will see when they first come into your automation here. What's up, Renee? How are you? Long time no see. What's up, Justin? Hey, Di. Hopefully all you guys are doing well. So after you've put in this greeting text, you just want to click save. And that, again, that's going to save that. You can see how it's going to look. So again, when someone comes to your Facebook business page, whether it's mobile, desktop, laptop, this is what they're going to see here. It will input their name. I wouldn't worry about any of this. I would just leave the settings the way they are. So we're going to move on. Most of the stuff you will not be touching. I would leave all of this the same way it is here. The growth tools, we'll get into that probably in a different video, but you can put your website in here if you think you might want to put like a chat bubble on your website, so that way people can actually, start a chat with you right away. So once you do get into that, building a growth tool for it, you're going to get a code that you have to put in on your website. As far as the notifications, just put your current email that you want to receive notifications on right here, click update, and then you can choose whether you want to know every time someone subscribes, if you want it daily, weekly, or monthly. I choose monthly because I don't want to know every couple seconds if someone's subscribing to my bot or a client's bot. I always choose notify me when a messenger is started. And again, you can choose whether you just want notifications in Messenger or email or both. Let me just check right here. What's up, guys? Thanks for hopping on. So as far as the custom fields and the tags, that all kind of gets done as you're going and you're building out these flows. So don't even worry about these. This is if you have some other people who are going to be admins on the page or attending to your chats and stuff like that. You do want to add them in here, and you can invite them as long as they're on Facebook, and you can choose whether you want to give them admin access or whatever access you choose. Payments, most people don't have to worry about, but keep in mind you can take credit card payments right in Messenger without people even leaving the platform. So this is very good to utilize. What's up, TJ? Thanks for hopping on. Integrations, I definitely suggest integrating your Google Sheets. This way you can take information you're getting from your flows, name, email, phone number, or any qualifying questions you ask people, or whatever information you want back. You can have all of that sent to a Google Sheet, but obviously you do have to set that Google Sheet up so that way you can connect them both. As far as email automation, now I use Manychat. Manychat is free. It's very easy to use, user-friendly. So I would suggest definitely using Manychat if you have, you might be using Constant Contact, Drip. There's a lot of other ones out there, but right now Manychat hooks up with Manychat. And I can send any of the subscribers that I get to an email list in my Manychat. So that way I'm building my list in Manychat, but I'm also building my list in Manychat as well. What's up, Edward? Thanks for hopping on. And the HubSpot and the other stuff I don't mess with, but you can connect it if you want. Just, do your due diligence and look into that and what it is. As far as the billing, again, I would definitely suggest going on the pro account. It is $10 a month. Once you hit a certain number of subscribers, it will be a little bit more, but that usually doesn't come for a little bit. And again, being able to utilize those pro tools is very important. So that's it for the bot settings. Most of the stuff was in general, notifications, and integrations. So if you just go through those, you'll kind of be all set up with that. Now, when it comes to building everything out and knowing all this stuff, again, I break everything down in here to make things a lot easier for me. So when you come to your dashboard, this is just going to tell you where your subscribers are, how many subscribers you have, how many have unsubscribed. So that's all this page is really going to do, and you can obviously check by date as well. Your audience is going to tell you all of the people that have subscribed into your chats. Now, I'll just click myself just so I'm not showing anybody else's information. Now, anything that I've done now, if this wasn't my page and this was someone else's page, you can tag people on anything that they've done. So this is going to tell all the stuff that I've been tagged. So this is all the things that I've been doing when I come to your page. These are sequences just like an email drip campaign that you can set people on after they've come to and they've opted into whatever flow that you have. You can subscribe them here, or you can do it as a tag, and I'll show you what that is. This is from opted in. I have a scan code, and people usually scan that and they can, come into my flows through there. So again, Manychat's almost like a CRM where you're going to be able to keep all of the contact information, their name and their profile picture on Facebook, any of the tags, any of the sequences opted in, and then all of the custom fields. Anything that I've filled out through any of those flows is going to go into here and be saved. Also in here, but also in a Google Sheet too. Now, as you can see, the keywords get pretty deep. There's lots of stuff that you can choose here, but that's just a quick rundown of what you can get for information on your subscribers. What's up, Paul? What's up, Jimmy? Appreciate you guys hopping on. So that was your audience. Now, I'm not going to get too much in a live chat. That's if someone starts a chat with you, it will pop up here. You can continue the chat right through Manychat, and you can also mark it as done if you want. Now, I'm going to skip over growth tools, broadcasting, in the automation for right this second, because I want to bring you guys to the flows. Now, obviously, I have lots of different flows in here. Yes, they do look confusing. It can give you a headache if you stare at them too long and work on them for too long. But what I'm going to do, when you log into your Manychat account and you click flows, you might see unsubscribe, subscribe, soft sell, educational sell, things like that. I usually just stick those, create a folder, and put those in there to get them out of the way so I'm not confused with everything that's going on. Again, this can get a little overwhelming in the beginning, so just simplify your steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, and we're going to be working off of this folder here so you guys aren't confused with all of the other stuff. Now, when you come into your Manychat, there's some things that you want to start to build automatically right away. Now, let me just show you here. The custom flows you want to build is a call now, chat now, schedule appointment, website, Facebook profile, offers, and resources. You can add any other ones that you want, and you can also take any ones that you don't want here, depending on your business and what you do. What's up, Andre? Thanks for hopping on. So what I mean by this here is when you come into, your Manychat, you're not going to see any really flows built. You want to go to new flow. And what we'll do is we will start with a call now. Always label everything that you're doing so you do not get confused. You might see this in this version here. If you guys do, it all depends on how you want to build these out. Some people like to see it in here. I like to go to the flow builder itself. And you can test out each one, but I'm going to show you the flow builder. So this is the first message card, okay? Now, we said we were going to be doing a call now. So when people click call now, this is where we want them to go. Now, these are the different options that you can choose when you are building out these flows and these steps. We can just simply add a text here, and we can add a button as well. Now, these buttons can obviously lead to other places too. But the first thing we want to do is just say, hey, and then we'll put their first name. I never use first and last. It's just better to use it and call them by their first name. Hey, first name. Drop a little wave with the smiley face. Again, you want to make these personable. You want to make it, not feel like you're talking to an automation or a robot. So don't be afraid to add in, these emojis here. So, hey, first name, please tap the, let's do this, call button below. And again, you can put as much as you want in here. I'm trying to keep it quick. Plus, I type very slow. So now we can add a button. Now, this button, we want to put a title to it. So when they push it or go to push it, we want it to look a little different. So we'll put a point finger here and the telephone, and I'll just put call now. I usually space everything out. Keep an eye on the letter spacing here, guys, so that way you do not go over. Manychat will not allow this to publish if something's wrong. So the good thing is everything has to be connected properly for it to get published. So you'll definitely know if you've messed something up. So right here, we're just giving them the option to call now. When I click done, that's going to allow them to call me now. So as I was saying, these flows here, when you choose this, it's going to allow you to do different things. You can bring them to another message, which you can start here. You can open up a website, your phone number, perform an action, start another flow, conditions, randomizer, start delay, smart delay, and existing step. And again, we're not going to get into everything. I just want to show you the basics to get this set up. So you can go ahead and click phone number. Now, the reason why we're doing this and we're making a call now button, so if any part in any other flow that you choose buttons, you can make it come to this flow directly, and you don't have to keep inputting your information over and over and over again. 1 extra 5 there. So now what this is going to do, they're going to click the button, it's going to call. But what we can do is continue the next step, and we're just going to set up an action. Now, the reason why we want to do this is because you guys want to know if someone is going to call you now. So we want to choose action, add tag. Call now. So that's going to tag them as they called you, but then also we want to set up an admin notification. What this will do is alert you in your notifications as soon as someone has clicked that call now button, because sometimes they might not call now. They might come to this page and they just look at it and leave. But either way, you want to know what steps someone was going to do. So it's going to tell their first name, and you can just put what it is that they're going to do. Wants to call you. 2 L's. There we go. And that's pretty much it if you're setting up a call now button. What I always like to do is give people multiple options. You give them the call now, but give them the option to schedule an appointment. So I should come in here, click these, and I'll put set appointment. And again, I'm keeping the eyes on the letter count here, number count, so that way you don't go over. So once we set an appointment, and again, I don't want to go in and create another step off of here to set an appointment, because I want to have a set an appointment flow just like this is. So I'm not going to do nothing with this at the moment, because when I do, I'm going to come back in here and choose other flow. That way you don't have to keep setting it up. And you can also put, give them 3 options if you want. Call now, set appointment, or chat now. Again, I use these little emojis here. It's a little bit quicker sometimes. Paste that in. And again, we're going to go and create a chat now flow. And when we come back in here, this is going to connect to a whole nother flow, just like that. And so will this one. So when they click the button, it brings them into a whole nother conversation. Because in the beginning, a lot of people start off, they will create these flows and have to put their number and then the website and their appointment or calendar, whatever they choose. But if you change one thing, that means you have to go back in and change 100 different flows. So make it simple that you just have that one that you have to go off of. So I'm actually going to, let's see here. It's not going to let me publish, see, because I have not connected these. So you don't have to worry about, is this running properly? Plus, you can always test it. I'm going to go back into my flows. This was the call now. Here is the welcome, and we're going to do a chat now. Again, hey, first name. We got to get that R out of there. What's going on? Okay. So chat, tap the button below to chat with me now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in chat now. And then we add a step. So that step is going to be an action. That action is going to tell the admin that somebody wants to chat with you right now. So what I usually like to do is just go here, alert. I'll say first name. Wants to chat with you now. So as you can see, guys, this does take a lot of time, but once you get these things set up, you do not have to do this again. So the time that it takes to put into it to not have to do it again is totally worth it. So this is going to notify that the person wants to chat now. And again, you can add in an action step, a tag here. That is a chat now tag. So that way, you know they've wanted to chat with you in the past. And again, you can add in as many buttons as you want under here. Now, the quick replies, the reason why I'm not bringing these up is because Facebook is having issues right now with Manychat and the quick replies. So sometimes on Samsung, the quick replies will not show up. So if you're trying to get someone to go through your flow, it really doesn't look good when you tell them to tap the button below and there's no button to tap. Again, so just use these buttons here. You are limited to 3 buttons only. With the quick replies, you can add a lot more than that. And I'm going to show you an example of a flow after this. And I obviously put a lot more into these chats right here. I'm just trying to keep this quick for you. We have a welcome message flow, and we will have a website. If you wanted to, you could go in and just create all of these real quick and then go back and edit all of them. So once you get all of the flows set up that you want to set up for your business, again, they're going to be different between everyone. So these are the common ones that I use and other people. So once you've created all of these flows in this folder, now you can go ahead and start connecting everything. So you'll have a default flow. You're going to have the main menu stuff as well. So after flows, we're going to go over here to automation. Now within automation, you're going to see this main menu. Now this main menu is what people see when they come to your Facebook page to get started, but it's a little pop-up right here that they can choose. Now, let me open this up real quick. I'm going to be typing this stuff over so that way we don't have to take time. So the first one is going to be special offers. Now, there's 3 menus you can use. And then these menus can have sub-menus, okay? So within my special offers, I want to open up to a sub-menu. And within here, there's going to be my limited time deals. Again, I'm going to copy and paste this so it's not taking up so much time. The next one's going to be my free resources. Okay. Now I'm going not to this next sub menu of the special offers. Now I'm starting a whole nother menu here. So my next one is going to be my services. Okay. And this one is also going to open up to a sub menu, which is going to be Facebook ad service. We're going to have messenger automation demo. And then I'll have my online courses for the last one. Now I'll go over how to connect all these in a second. Now the last main menu is going to be a contact. So we're going to put connect with me. That's going to open up to a sub menu. In there, you're going to have the call flow that you built. Now you do not have to build a special flow for this. It's going to connect to that one. And then you have your chat now that you have created, which is going to connect here, and I'll show you how to do that. And I'm not going to put all these, but I also have up to 5 here. And it schedule an appointment. I do Facebook profile, not my business page, bring them to my profile so they can actually see I'm a real person and the people that engage with me, and then a website, the flow you've already created. So now that we've done these, when you click onto this, you're going to want to click select existing. That is going to select one of those flows that you have already created. So once you've created all these flows, as you can see, building out this main welcome menu is going to go a lot easier because all of your stuff is already right there. Obviously, we did not build a limited time or a free resources or the Facebook ad or any of these. Now, we did do the call. Now, if I go to select, again, yours are you're not going to have to pick a menu because yours will be there automatically. Here is the call now. It's not letting me. Now, it's good that you guys see this yellow kind of caution button here is letting you know that this is in draft and it's not actually active. So you cannot connect that flow to there. Now, here's one that is active. That's the chat now. It'll show you the quick view of it, and then you can select it. So now when someone comes to my main menu, they can easily, now let's go here. Where is the double people? Bam, connect with me. I usually use one emoji right in the beginning of this, each of these, my services and special offer. And this is what it's going to look like when people come to your home page. They get that get started menu. Down at the bottom, you're always going to have this when you're using this main menu here. It's going to tell you special offers, my services, and then connect with me. So when you click into these buttons here, that's when it's going to give them the option to click this, which is going to bring them directly to that flow you have previously created. And it's the same with all of these. So you can customize this any way that you want. You know, you can add in emojis in a bunch of different spots here. So that's going to be how you set up your main menu here. Make sure that you enable all of the things that you're doing. Be sure to check up here in the right corner and click update main menu. I don't want to because this is not what I'll be setting up. I'll be connecting my other menu to here. I went and deleted all these so that I can show you guys kind of how to set all that up. So again, when you come in here, there most likely will be a default reply for you from Manychat that has already been, you know, in there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to copy and paste this for you guys. Default reply. So that's going to go into that category. I obviously have a default reply copied. And we're going to go in and paste this. First name gets replaced with first name. And here's the cool part, guys. You can put in the page name. You don't have to type that out every time. And obviously, as you could see, there are a lot of other options of what you can choose for brackets that you want to put in for quick inputs. But most of the time, you're just going to be dealing with first name. So this is the default reply that people will get when they come to your Facebook page and they type something in that your chatbot does not recognize. You will give them this reply. Now, again, what I like to do, I usually put in the emojis, but I'll have a call now. I will have an appointment button, and then whether I want to use my other one or my website for here. And then again, I simply come in here and I choose start another flow. I do this, I choose this, start another flow, and then so on. So when I'm ready to connect the call now button to the flow that I've created, I just simply click this flow, and then it's going to bring up all my flows, and I can click the call now and then save it. So normally you would keep building out these flows and putting in all this new information, but when you build it this way, you don't have to kind of backtrack and rebuild things over again. So let me go to the welcome message. This is going to be kind of the same thing. Now, if you try to edit this and it doesn't edit, it's simply because you have not clicked edit flow. I had this happen when I first started using this, you know, about 2 years ago. I was wondering why I couldn't get things to edit. It's because I didn't click edit flow. Now, again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but this welcome message is just what you're going to want to welcome people to your page. After you welcome them to your page, you want to give them options below to choose from. So that way, you know, they have, your website to go to. They have a schedule an appointment, a call, a chat now, resources, whatever you want to show them and offer them. That's where you're going to want to put it in here. And I'm going to actually go ahead and click to show you what one of those already looks like set up. What's up, Melissa? What's up, Steven? What's up, Jay? What's up, Anthony? Thanks for hopping on, guys. What's up, Jason Stubbs? Appreciate everyone hopping on. So we're going to go to these service and info flow that I've created in the past. I'll click onto it so that way you can kind of see how this all goes here and flows. If you guys want to preview your flows, you click this preview button. It's going to send a message to your phone, and it's also going to send one to the desktop. So you can kind of see it go in both versions here. So once you click it, it's going to automatically start the conversation. Appreciate all the hearts and likes and love, guys. So again, I added in a photo. You can put in a picture of your logo. You can put in a GIF. So there's lots of things that you can choose from. So here's where people, those three buttons right underneath that first card. Now, all you can do is those three buttons, but as far as the quick replies, you can choose anything that you want. So if I choose our services, they're obviously not going to see this notification. This is for the person that is on admin of that page. So that's why we set up those notify admin steps. So that way you get notified as soon as someone interacts with your chat. Now it's just going to give the list of services, and instead of listing all of those options below, what I do is set up a main menu button so it can take them back to that main menu with all of those steps and options again, as you can see here. So it just keeps rerouting, and then this time, as you can see, it's letting me know I'm looking at the calendar, I'm checking out the services. So you can know what anybody is doing at any time that you want, just by setting up those action steps, which are these yellow cards. So again, guys, like I said, I'm not going to go through growth tools on this video. I'm not going to go through broadcasting. I just wanted to go through pretty much how to set up basic flows. And again, the ones I showed you obviously are not done. I just didn't feel like typing out a whole bunch of stuff and making you wait through this even longer. So go through, build out all your flows, your chat now, your website, your call now, welcome message, default reply, anything that you want to put. And then you want to come over to automation, start with the main menu, do your 3 main levels of options, and then you have up to 5 options for a subcategory. Once you've chosen your subcategories, you want to link them to something, whether it's opening a website, replying with another message, or opening a sub menu again. But again, you can create a message that you want them to get from here, but your best bet is if you have all of those flows created, you just select existing flow. Now you don't have to add an action step, because on that existing flow, you've already added in those action steps. So you don't want to get notified when someone clicks this button and then goes to that flow to perform whatever action that they're going to do. Your notifications will drive you crazy. So just leave it as you've done everything you need to do within that other flow that is connected to here. Again, your default reply, your welcome message, what people see once they click get started from your business page, this is what they will see. Now the keywords and sequences, I'm not going to be getting into those right now either. The sequences is a little bit more. Like I said, if you set it up so you have an action where it's subscribed to a sequence, you can send them a certain amount of messages through the weeks, the months, or whatever you choose. Let me find one more thing here. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what else you can do with the messenger. You can add a bar in on your website. So it shows up here just like that. The slide in, so it's a slide in menu on your website. So that way it prompts them to, start a conversation in Messenger. This is going to show just a box in the middle. This is going to take over the whole page like this. I add in buttons on my website, so that way if they want to chat now, but you can also add a box as well. You can create your own landing page with Manychat, but most of the time I just create mine using ClickFunnels, and you can also create links for them. So a ref link is just, some people use Bitly or Google link shorteners when you have a giant link that you don't want to share because it just looks ugly. You can create your own link for whatever flow that you would like to right in here. The JSON tool, that's for running ads. So when you have an ad run, you can actually bring people directly into Messenger, into your flow when they click on that advertisement. So I use this all the time. The Facebook comment, guys, if you make a post on your business page, you can come into here and pull up that post and add an automation to it. So every time someone comments on your business page, you can make it pull them into Messenger and start a conversation with them and get them to take a certain action. The QR code actually just changed. There was a Messenger scan code. They took that away, so now it's the QR code in a customer chat. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to kind of walk you guys through. Again, it does take a little bit of time, but when you're building out your flows, just make sure that you do everything very thoroughly, because go through your flows, test them out, make sure that they're working properly. And don't forget, you can add in images here. So if I want to click this and open up an image that's in my computer, and let's just pick, let's see here. It'll upload the image right away. You can also, add a card if you want to put an image in here, a title, sub-headline, and then a button. This button can actually be a buy now button. So you can add that in Messenger as well. A gallery, a list, again, with all of the options to choose from, that buttons to take you to that product. You can even leave an audio in here for your audience. You can leave a video. I use this a lot, a file. So when I'm giving away certain stuff, if my audience wants a free report or something that I have, I can actually click into there, choose whatever I want for a PDF. And when they're coming in here, they can click that and download it. So that's a pretty good one that I like right there. Now, I totally forgot to mention this to you guys. These are a typing delay. So when someone comes to your flow, when you see those 3 buttons down the bottom and it looks like someone is typing, that's what that is. So you do want to add these in between each thing. You can't have it as the last option, as the last step. So I could not add a delay here and keep it here because Manychat's going to tell me that it won't work, as you can see. So you can put them in between here. So if I just go ahead and click this down here, or I click simply this to drag and drop that right in there, now I have the 3 buttons that look like I'm typing. It gives me this option, and then it looks like it's typing, and then gives me the file. When you don't add these delays in, it kind of fires off everything a little too quick for your audience. They get overwhelmed, and then they end up typing stop to block your bot. So just make sure that you do add in these typing blocks, and you can also choose how much of a delay that you want. You don't want to do too much, because if you do them too long and spaced out, if you have something else that's going to come up, you don't want them to interrupt the bot and type something before that does come out. So let me go ahead and delete this here. And without getting into dynamic, I'm going to show you what the user input is. And this one is very important. So when you're in Messenger, you can collect name and email from people, phone number. You can collect any data and information you want. Simply, if I said email, you obviously would put a lot more than that. I'm going to choose email here. I don't want them to be able to skip it, because if they type in something that's not an email, Messenger is going to reply with this: please enter a correct email address. And then I want to make sure that the field matches that. You won't have this, so you're just simply going to want to type in email. So now when someone comes through my flow, the cool thing is This is a free keyboard input. It's waiting for them to reply. But what's going to happen is it's going to populate their actual email that they've logged into Facebook with. So they do not have to type in their email. They just simply have to click the button, and it's going to allow it to keep going. So let's say I came here and I asked for a phone number. Come over here, I choose phone. Don't allow them to skip. And if I just type in phone, it should pop up, phone number. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and test out this flow. Let me just delete these here, so that way I can show you what those input blocks look like. Again, I know this was a long video, but a lot of people were asking about this, so I just wanted to get this out there. Delete this. Okay, so we're going to preview. It's going to open up in Messenger. So obviously this conversation up here wouldn't be here. I can call now. And again, is this my email? Tap it. Phone number, and tap it. And that's it, guys. So when you use these pro tools, which is the user input, you can have them give name, email, phone number, whatever information you want to ask them, you can set that up. You can choose a lot of different things. If I wanted multiple choice, I can now give them options to choose from. So if I said, what's your favorite color, and then gave red, blue, green, they can pick one of those, and it's going to save that data for me. All right, guys, let me see here. I think that was pretty much it. If anybody sees a flow that they want, let me know. I'll kind of help set one up for you. They obviously do take a very, very long time to build. I'm going to give you a quick example. Of a realtor that I just finished setting up all of her stuff for the automation. So when you come to her home menu, you're going to see buy or sell. They click that, and then it's going to lead them to buy or sell a home. So when they click one of these, it's actually going to bring them to the flow that I have created, which is the buyer flow. Notification to let you know if someone started. If they have not gone through this flow, they're going to get subscribed to a sequence. If they have been subscribed to a sequence of mine before, it's going to skip them and put them directly into this flow and not putting them on the other stuff. At the end is where we're going to collect that information with the Google Sheet of everything that they filled out within this flow. And again, when you create those key flows in the beginning, you can simply put the button and connect it to that other flow versus building that whole thing out. So it makes things very, very simple and a lot quicker. So download, they can get first-time home buyer mistakes, top 7 when selling, in a home audit. So, and then obviously they contact me. The default reply is all set up. At any point, if I wanted to replace, if I want to create 50 default replies, I can come in and replace them with anything that I want. So you can create as much as you want in here, guys. The welcome message, again, this is going to be what people see when they come to your Facebook page and click that get started button or send message to the get started. They can click buy or sell, which is going to open up those flows. Call me, open up a flow, appointment, flow, but also adding in a notification to alert you what somebody is doing. And as you can see, as you keep going, it does build and add up with as far as keywords and tags and custom fields. So there is a lot to intake, but just take things slow. Start with the beginning of this video. That way you can kind of move through everything. When you do move along, you will get into the keywords. Keywords are going to be very simple. You're just going to choose when anybody puts in one of these keywords, what it's going to do when the bot picks that up. So if you came to my Facebook business page and typed in, hey, hello, hi, waved, put that up, now it's going to send this message back to you. Hey, first name, how are you? So but then it also gives them the options to go to those other points within the flow. So again, everything flows very nicely once you start getting all of these set up and you have them labeled, and all you can just go in and connect them very, very quickly and build things out a lot faster. So in the beginning, it is a lot of setup and it does get confusing. So if anybody needs help on any of that, definitely reach out and let me know. I know there was a couple people asking how to kind of set all this up from the settings, go through all these tabs here, what all this means, and then starting to build out some flows. Then you come into your automation and you go ahead and you add in your menus, sub-menus, connect everything together, and you just connect all of these here. So again, it's very simple once you start getting into it. It's a lot in the beginning, but it is pretty fun of all the different things you can do. And then you can get into even broadcasting messages out just like email broadcast. So, you know, people who come in at certain flows or the sequences, you can actually broadcast a message to all the people who are within your audience. And right before we leave, a cool thing you can do also with your audience is filter out who and what and where they came from. So if I want to find people by tags and find out which tags they came in from, I can do that as well. If I want to find out, you know, which ad they've opted in, Messenger just actually added this here, sequence, and then you can, you know, go by gender, locale, and all that other stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. I just wanted to kind of go through that so you have a better understanding of the basics of setting up your Manychat account and getting everything functioning. And again, if you have questions about growth tools, broadcasting, or any of the automation or building flows, reach out to me anytime. I'll be more than happy to help. What's up, West Fry? Good to see you, man. What's up, Matt, Jonathan, Danny, Wayne? Appreciate you guys stopping by. But I'm going to let you guys go. Talk to you very soon.